Hello everybody, my name is Mohammad Asif and lecturer in automobile department, and today's my topic is about properties of gases, and the subject is elements of mechanical engineering. And the topics covered is first of all definition, then laws of gases. First is Boyle's law, second is Charles law, third is combined gas law, and non-flow processes. So there are 5 non-flow processes. First is constant volume process, second is constant pressure process, third is isothermal process, fourth is adiabatic process, and fifth is polytropic process. So first of all the definition. So first definition is vapor. So vapor is defined as the state of the substance in which evaporation from its liquid state is incomplete, means it contains some water particles. Water particles are present, and the example of vapor is steam contains the water particles. Example is steam, in which water particles are present. Second is gas. So it is defined as the state of substance in which the evaporation from the liquid state is complete, means it does not contain the water particles, it is purely evaporated. And the example is carbon dioxide, air, nitrogen and oxygen. Third is a perfect gas. So perfect gas is actually not possible, and it is defined as a perfect gas may be considered as the gas that obeys the laws of Boyle's and Charles law under the all condition of temperature and pressure, means it follows both the Charles law and Boyle's law. And the example is hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. Now the laws of gases. So first law is Boyle's law. So the statement of Boyle's law is the volume of a given mass of a perfect gas varies inversely as the absolute pressure when the temperature is constant, means when the temperature is constant the volume is inversely proportional to absolute pressure. And the equation is V is proportional to 1 upon P. So the equation becomes PV is equal to C. Here is the diagram of Boyle's law. Here pressure is decreased when the volume is increased. This indicates the diagram of Boyle's law. Second is Charles law. So the statement of Charles law is at constant pressure the change in volume varies directly with the temperature, means the temperature, when the temperature is constant the volume is proportional to temperature. So V is proportional to T. So equation becomes V is equal to Ct, where C is the constant. So the equation becomes V by T is equal to C. Here is the diagram of Charles law, and the pressure is constant and volume is changed, Vi to final condition Vf. Third is a combined gas law, means the combination of both the Boyle's law and Charles law. Here is the diagram. First for process 1-2, for process 1-2 it follows the Boyle's law, and for process 2-3 it follows the Charles law. Now let a given mass of a perfect gas has the initial condition at point 1 with the pressure, volume and temperature is P1, V1 and T1. Here is the pressure, temperature and volume is pressure P1, volume V1 and temperature is T1. Now let us suppose that this sample of gas expands from point 1 to point 2, means expand adiabatically from point 1 to point 2. So the temperature, volume and pressure becomes P2, V2 and T2, but T2 is equal to T1 because temperature is constant. So P2, V2 and T2 respectively. And here is the diagram of combined law. Here process 1-2 follows the Boyle's law and process 2-3 follows the Charles law. Now first of all applying the Boyle's law at point 1 to point 2, means for process 1-2. So according to the Boyle's law the statement becomes P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, means PV is equal to C. So for point 1-2 P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So if we take a V2 as a subject, so V2 is equal to P1 V1 by P2. Now let the gas at state point 2 is further expanded from point 2 to point 3, means it is further expanded from point 2 to point 3. So the new temperature, pressure and volume is P2 V2 and P3 V3 and T3, but P2 is equal to P3 because pressure is constant. So P3 V3 and T3 respectively. Now again applying the Charles law for process 2, 3. So according to the Charles law, the equation is V by T is equal to C. So for process 2, 3, V2 by T2 is equal to V3 by T3. So V2 by T2 is equal to T1 because temperature is constant. So V2 by T1 is equal to V3 by T3 because T2 is equal to T1. Now we have equation V2 is equal to P1 V1 by P2. Put the value of V2 in this equation. So equation becomes P1 V1 by P2 into 1 upon T1 is equal to V3 by T3. So P1 V1 is by P3 because P2 is equal to P3, pressure is constant. So P1 V1 by P3 into 1 upon T1 is equal to V3 by T3. So for point 1, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P3 V3 by T3. So we can say that PV by T is equal to constant, and this constant is equal to Mr constant. So for m kg of mass, it becomes PV by T is equal to Mr. So PV is equal to MRT, and this equation is also known as equation of state of a perfect gas. This equation is of a perfect gas. PV is equal to MRT. Now the flow process. So there are two types of processes. First is flow process and second is non-flow process. First is, what is flow process? So flow process is one in which fluid enters the system and leaves it after work interaction, means fluid enters and leaves after the work interaction. And non-flow process is one in which there is no mass interaction across the system boundary during the occurrence of process, means there is no mass interaction. It is called non-flow process. Now different types of non-flow processes. So here is the different types of non-flow process. First is constant volume process, second is constant pressure process, third is isothermal process, fourth is adiabatic process, and fifth is polytropic process. First we will discuss about constant volume process. So here is the diagram of constant volume process. Here volume is constant and pressure is increased from point A to point B, means initial state to final state. Volume is constant and pressure is increased. So for constant volume process, work done W is equal to 0 because the equation of work done W is equal to PdV. But here is volume is no change, volume is constant. So work done W is equal to 0. Second equation is change in internal energy. Change in internal energy, du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. Third is heat transferred. So according to the first law of thermodynamics, the equation is Q is equal to W plus du, but we have W is equal to 0. So Q is equal to du and du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. So heat transferred, Q is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. Now fourth is change in enthalpy. So dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. So this 4 is equation of constant volume process. Now second process is constant pressure process, means the pressure is constant during the process. Here is the diagram of constant pressure process, and the pressure is constant and volume is increased from point A to point B, means initial state to final state. Okay? So now first of all the equation is about work done. So the equation of work done, W is equal to PdV. So if we simplify this equation, the equation becomes W is equal to P V2 minus V1, but PV2 is equal to MRT2 and PV1 is equal to MRT1. So if we common the MR, so W is equal to MR in bracket T2 minus T1. Now again second equation is of change in internal energy. So the equation is same, du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. Third is heat transfer. So again according to the first law of thermodynamics, Q is equal to W plus du, but W is equal to Mr T2 minus T1 plus du. Du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. So M is common, so M in bracket T2 minus T1 is also common, so in bracket R plus Cv. But we have the relation between Cp and Cv is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So put the value of R into this equation. R is equal to Cp minus Cv. So the final equation is heat transferred, Q is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. Fourth equation is change in enthalpy. So the change in enthalpy dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. Third process is isothermal process, and during the isothermal process temperature is constant, and so the temperature is constant, so it follows the Charles law. Here is the diagram of isothermal process, and the temperature is constant and pressure is decreased with increase in volume. First of all, the work done equation W is equal to mRT1 log V2 by V1. Second equation is change in internal energy. Change in internal energy is 0 because temperature is constant, and the equation of change in internal energy is du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1, but here the temperature is constant, so du is equal to 0. Third is heat transferred. So Q is equal to W plus du, but du is equal to 0. So Q is equal to W, and W is equal to mRT1 log V2 by V1. So heat transferred Q is equal to mRT1 log V2 by V1. Fourth equation is change in enthalpy. The equation of change in enthalpy is dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1, but here the temperature is constant, so dH is equal to 0. Fourth is adiabatic process, and the equation of adiabatic process is PV raised to gamma is equal to C or K, and the equation of work done W is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 upon gamma minus 1, where gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. Adiabatic, it is called adiabatic index. Gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, but P1 V1 is equal to mRT1 and P2 V2 is equal to mRT2. So mR in bracket T1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. Second equation is change in internal energy, and during the adiabatic process no energy interaction, means Q is equal to 0. Heat cannot be supplied and heat not rejected. So change in internal energy Q is equal to 0. So in equation Q is equal to W plus du. So du is equal to minus W and minus mR in bracket T1 minus T2 upon gamma minus 1. Third equation is heat transferred. So for adiabatic process heat transfer is 0. And fourth equation is change in enthalpy. So dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. Fifth process is polytropic process, and the equation of polytropic process is PV raised to N is equal to C, and the equation of work done W is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 upon N minus 1. This is the same equation as the adiabatic equation, but in place of gamma here is N. So W is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 upon N minus 1, but P1 V1 is equal to mRT1 and P2 V2 is equal to mRT2. So mRT1 minus T2 upon N minus 1. And second is equation is change in internal energy. So change in internal energy du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. Third equation is heat transferred. So according to the first law of thermodynamics, Q is equal to W plus du, but W is equal to mRT1 minus T2 upon N minus 1, and du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. Common m and T1 minus T2, so m T2 minus T1 in bracket Cv minus R upon N minus 1. Fourth equation is change in enthalpy. So change in enthalpy is dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. Thank you.